reparations. So explain to me, first of all, when we hear reparations, what is it that you would like to get from the monarchy?
Reparations speaks to reparatory justice, and it acknowledges the fact that something went wrong. I mean, even the fact that slavery has been declared a crime against humanity, and crimes against humanity have no statute of limitations. But to top it off, at the emancipation, or so-called emancipation in 1834, compensation in the amount of £47 million was paid, not to the victims of the Transatlantic Slave Trade, but to the victimizers, the slave owners.
The slave owners. What was given to the slaves?
Absolutely nothing. In fact, they were put into a 4-year period termed an apprenticeship, where they gave 4 more years of free labor to the plantation. Now, how do you do a job for 300 years and in the last 4 years you're suddenly an apprentice?
So to understand how much money was given to the enslavers back in the 1800s, explain when that was finally paid off.
That wasn't paid off until 2015, according to the British Treasury, which compounds the problem, because it means Jamaicans who were a part of the Windrush migration to the UK, who helped build up the UK after World War II, in their taxes that they paid up to 2015, they were paying back the loan taken out to pay the slave owners. So we practically had to buy our ancestors out of slavery.
An injustice.
This is a tragedy. And we are demanding more than an apology.
So in March, when Prince Harry and Princess Kate were here, there were protests. You helped organize that. You're part of that. The message seems to have been received. As we wrap this up, what is your expectation now? The Queen has passed away. King Charles III. What do you expect?
You know, Prince Charles had an opportunity to address this, I believe, when he spoke at the Commonwealth Heads of State. He didn't. The language of the Europeans who were responsible, and particularly those representing the institutions of the monarchies that were involved, have been very careful in their language. They've never said sorry. They use words like it's unfortunate, they wish this or that, but almost as if they know that by directly apologizing, they are admitting and would be therefore held to, legal reparations.
Of course, would open the door potentially to a court system, which we should point out is a court system that is a shared system here. I mean, the parliamentary and the court system here is very much like the system in England. In fact, to use a kind of an explanation of what we understand in the United States as Supreme Court, if you're going to appeal to the highest court in the land, here in Jamaica and in the other Commonwealth realms, it actually goes to the Privy Court in England. So there is a lot to untangle here, and quite frankly, as you are standing here,
our highest court is still our parliament that makes the laws. And since 2007, our parliament has taken a position that reparations must be pursued. I am asking King Charles III to do the right thing in this case, and it begins with an apology, and then it begins with discussing how these reparations will be made. Other institutions in England have started. It's time the monarchy, which is one of the chief institutions responsible, be brought to book.
Stephen, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Clearly something that may be new to some in our audience, but here in Jamaica, a long-held discussion, and again, a lot of waiting, Alex.
Yeah, there has been a lot of waiting.